Hi, everyone, and it's another deep dive. And today I wanted to look at our dear Kamala. We all miss her. And what would our world look like if she was in office right now? Now, one thing I do want to say is if she was in office, we're still on the same trajectory of shift and change and things coming to the surface and things that don't work and need to be adjusted and like that. So uh, it just seems to be happening a little bit faster right now, literally, literal tower, instead of like a slow getting there. We would feel much safer if Kamala was in office, of course, but we'd still be moving towards change, but we would just feel safer and calmer. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Kamala over the next couple months. Let's do uh, May and June, May, June, July-ish, over and from now until July, let's take a look at that and see what is coming in for her. Let me see if we can, if Spirit wants to give us anything. Without the cards first. She's brokenhearted over the chaos and the pain and the loss of lives, the loss of jobs, the pain, the empathy. I'm feeling empathy with that with her. It breaks her heart. She's also then she shown the concern of the connection with our allies globally. I feel like there's some open lines between you and me. It looks like there's some open lines of communication, possibly behind the scenes there, trying to hold on to some connection and so forth. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pause here and throw cards and let's see what's happening over the next few months for her. All right, let's talk this through. Whew. All right, so overall, I'm gonna also look at each month, but kind of like an overall what's been going on and like all that. So you won't be surprised that the first cards we're going to take a look at here, and we do have kind of the story. You have the Five of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Hangman. And literally that defeat and anxiety and that hangman feeling kind of uh, like she was sacrificed. But let's read it a little bit different. In this, um, offering opportunity to really see things different, a new perspective, bringing in that new perspective, even though, and then also being able to see, wow, how we are all reacting to it as well. And also that empathic feel, like what they were showing us at the beginning, is a lot of this. She's seeing the whole Five of Swords being played out on a daily against us, that abuse on us, and it affects her, and she feels stuck. Okay, so that's kind of she's coming out of that energy. She's now being moved into this new energy. Um, she also knows stuff, like she knows stuff. But anyway, the new energy we are looking at are the Two of Swords, the Page of Swords. A lot of swords here, lots of swords. And the high priestess, again, she does know stuff. She knows stuff. And she's going to take action. But you have that Two of Swords. It's almost like uh, it's making that decision of when to strike out, uh, when to make that strike. Okay. But you can see the whole story there. But this also speaks to being vigilant and knowing when. Like she knows stuff. She knows when to strike out, right? Now, the future, moving in the future energy coming in around her, it's the Four of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, so a lot of fours there, and the Ace of Cups. So the Four of Wands has always been the White House card for me. However, but it does mean something like that for her, and holding on to the belief in that, or holding on to like she's coming home, like there's a celebration here, and she's back in control type of feel. And then you have that Ace of Cups coming in there at the end there. And that's fulfillment, something being fulfilled there. All right. So let's take a look at a little bit different here. Uh, she is also worried about that. So you've seen all the cards. So now I do kind of like where I don't want to have to pick them up every time. So, but different connections here. I call it knighting. And so when I look at the knighting, um, she, there's she there is some, well, I do have to show you this. There is some knowledge here, some hidden stuff that she knows about this total abuse and ripoff uh, that happened. She knows something about that. And this, but also there's a lot of, she carries a lot of empathy, and she's also anxious about this. It keeps her up at night of when, like, if something's going to happen, or if some news is going to, I don't know for sure any of that. For entertainment purposes only, we know that this election wasn't free of fraud, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. We know that. And so anyways, so there is that, an overlay of that, an overlay of this. But I do want you to know that the main energy of this whole thing is this. And that's a great energy to hold. She's still very energetic. She's still very vigilant. She's still on top of things, just like my team has always said with her. When y'all are asking questions like, what is she, remember her character. She's very vigilant. She's not going to let things just go. Okay. And that's the theme of that. All right. Yeah, she is holding on to something that she knows, some perspective that's not quite out there. All right. So I'm going to leave that and go into, so April, we have the Page of Cups coming in for her. And so some happy news, something good for her coming around April. So that's good. And we have seen her. We've seen her face this month already, so that's good. And we haven't seen her in a long time, so that's positive. In May, we have her coming out as the Queen of Swords, which I love seeing. So this is her uh, bringing it out. Very protective, very intelligent, all about standing for truth and honesty. So something in May with this for her. And in June, it's all about healing, bringing healing to something. So I don't know what will be happening for her around, all the details, but the overall energy is healing, wanting to bring healing and offering healing. And then that was June. July, we have the Three of Pentacles. And that is teamwork and coming together and building something up as a team. So interesting. And I know it's just a little taste, but we can dive in later at another time. So I did draw the Oracle cards for her, and I love it. Sparkle, sparkle. Yay. And carefree. So the energy around her is good. I like seeing that. She's all about connection and helping out and helping one another. I also got this, and I think this is a very interesting one. It's kind of sitting back and letting things break and then coming together and helping. Things that are breaking is like, that's the only thing she's like watching everything break. And that's kind of very much what's happening here. And the last one that came in is kind of like love and light. And I felt like she was sending love and light out to everyone. So that was cool. All right, you guys. That's our Kamala. And so continue to wrap her up with love and energy and peace, and as she works through this, right? And we'll see. Yeah. All right. That was a nice short one. So blessings to you, and I will see you soon. Thank you again, everyone, for subscribing. That really helps the channel. So thank you for that, and all your support, whether it's in donation or being a member or subscribing or hanging out and watching the videos. Love it. So thank you. Giving you a big hug, and we'll see you all next time.